All right, guys, we've reached the portion of our show that we like to call optimal concepts, and our focus today is going to be on gratitude. Gratitude, by definition, is the quality of being thankful, readiness to show appreciation for and to return kindness. And what we wanted to do was share a little bit of how gratitude has been shown in research to benefit folks. The first one were two psychologists, Dr. Robert Emmons of the University of California, Davis, and Dr. Michael McCullough of the University of Miami, who have done much research on gratitude. In one study, they've asked all participants to write a few sentences each week focusing on particular topics. One group wrote about things that they were grateful for and that had occurred during the week. A second group wrote about daily irritations or things that had displeased them. And the third wrote about events that had affected them with no emphasis on them being positive or negative. After about 10 weeks, those who wrote about gratitude were more optimistic and felt better about their lives. Surprisingly, they also exercised more and had fewer visits to physicians than those who had focused on sources of aggravation.
That's one study. Another one is from Dr. Seligman, and he's a psychologist at the University of Pennsylvania. He tested the impact of various positive psychology interventions on 411 different people and compared a control assignment about writing early memories. And when their assignment was to write about write a letter of gratitude and personally deliver that to somebody who had never been properly thanked in the past, their happiness score, I guess, greatly increased, and that was bigger than any other intervention that they had done. And the happiness scores actually were increased for up to a month.
Wow, that's pretty incredible. So we want to share a little bit of how we do gratitude every day. You guys in previous episodes know that we like to, we don't have any affiliation with the app, but the Calm app is amazing at helping to bring us to the mindfulness art of meditation. And a couple days back, they focused in on gratitude. And it was a pretty awesome day. It actually set the tone for the rest of a pretty busy day for myself. And it got me into, thinking about how we can wake up each morning and have what we would like to call gratitude affirmations. So I'm just going to read off a couple, common ones. There's many lists out there, but the important thing is that you guys start, a few things every day to kind of set the tone for your day. So here's some examples. You can simply just, talk to yourself in the mirror or say it out loud, but, something along the lines of, thank you for this new day. I am filled with happiness and gratitude. I'm grateful for another chance to live my life. I'm grateful to feel the air in my lungs and the beating of my heart. I'm thankful simply for being alive. Thankfulness, appreciation, and sincere gratitude are a part of who I am. I'm grateful for who I am and what I have. I invite gratitude into my heart. Today I will have an attitude of gratitude. And thank you for the blessings this day will bring. Those are some fun ones that popped up here this morning.
Yeah, and I know that for me, I have a little sign in my bathroom that I see every morning when I'm brushing my teeth, and it says, "Give thanks," and it's right next to a picture of my kids and my wife, and it makes me realize that it is another day that I am blessed to have. And when you start out any morning or any day, or even kind of rewind back later in the day, it just puts yourself in such a better mindset, and it's hard to be aggravated when you realize. You don't like to compare. I don't like to compare what I have compared to somebody else, but you always know that no matter how bad it is, it could always be worse. So you have to take the time to give that thanks. And I think it just puts a much better positive outlook, not only on your day, but on your life in general. I will use a journal. I have a little daily thing that it reminds me to do certain things every day. And then one of the things it reminds me to do is give gratitude. And then at the end of the day, I can check off whether or not I've done the tasks of the day. And it's gratitude and exercise and that I drink enough water. I mean, all these little things, but the gratitude's one that I can always check off. And I always make sure that it's one of the first things I do in the morning. It's one of the last things that I do at night. And even if I don't say it out loud, I think probably we could be a bit better with saying it out loud, especially to our significant others, our kids. We have great careers. We love we don't like to call them jobs because they don't feel like a job, but we're grateful for stuff like that. I know that it's just very important to do this on a regular basis for me And I would highly suggest that if it's not something you guys work on a daily basis, take that little bit of time. If you have to do something like the affirmations are wonderful. If you've got to put a little sign in your mirror when you're brushing your teeth and just say give thanks, whatever, you can even write it with lipstick. It doesn't matter. Just something to remind you, but make sure that you're taking the time to give thanks, because we're all, if you're listening to this, you're in a pretty good situation.
No doubt. I love that insight.
We're going to take a little bit of break. We're going to come back with our Ask the Doc, and we'll be right back.